Evening. It's me again, Michelle. My name's Michelle Baharia. I put on a different dress this evening. And today, today it is day 20 of the plague on Thursday, the 2nd of April, day 20. And yes, meet Tiddles, my cat. Firstly, I'm going to start by telling you that I've had a very turbulent week, and we lost an uncle, my partner's uncle, and I lost my great aunt. My great aunt was 111 on the 17th of March, and sadly she died on the 26th of March. She was the oldest Jewish woman in Britain. And so I want to read this poem for them, and I think this poem is probably relevant to loads of what's going on at the moment. And just to say, I'm in quarantine. I have conjunctivitis, which, although it's not in screens in the highlights, it is a symptom of corona. Anyway, we didn't know it was our last kiss. As I walked through the long grass and the wild flowers, the whispers and the secrets began to fill my ears. Don't feel sorry. Don't feel guilty. Just remember we were lights that shone bright. Just remember we didn't know it was our last kiss, our last tears, our last screams. Just remember us kissing and shedding a tear, because this was the moment before our last breath. How we died and why, who killed us and how. Don't be sad. We didn't want to believe the rumours we had heard, even though we knew they were true, even though the journey reiterated every last fear. We didn't want to believe. As our heads were shaved and our bodies stripped, we still didn't want to believe. But we knew it was for the last time. We weren't fit for labour. We'd been so exploited and underfed that just standing was an effort of great stamina. Don't pity us. Do something positive with our inhumane treatment. Change the world. Demand an end to capitalism and corruption, exploitation and racism and ableism. And by doing so, you can respect our memory. And when you kiss your loved ones goodbye, always, always do it for the last time. Because we all live in the long grass. Just some of us don't see it. And we all hear the birds sing. Just some of us don't listen. We all burn in the sun, but some of us don't care. Be free, be happy and share, as you never know when it could be for the last time. So I wrote this poem in 1996, and I wrote it when I went to visit Auschwitz and Buchenwald, and actually I got sunburnt there because for some reason in my head I had it as a freezing cold, frightening, horrible place. And the day I showed up there, it was boiling hot. There were mosquitoes, there were butterflies, there was Jacob Ladder's flowers, and and it was very moving, and there was lots of long grass and very overgrown, and I was by the gas chamber, and I sat down and I wrote this poem, and I just feel it's appropriate to where we are now on the 2nd of April 2020, and it's day 20 of the plague for me, from when I've been recording it as something that's really been in my life, where I have to take notice, but also where I have to be, and already losing 2 people and having my partner go to hospital and thankfully come back from hospital. Not quite recovered, but come back from hospital. So it's been a very, very moving week for me. So I hope you've enjoyed my poem, and please share my poems with your friends. And yeah, this is in a book. I have a few copies, so if you want to email me and you'd like to buy one, a £5 plus postage, which I'd have to find out how much that is, and I'm not the only poet in this book. It's mbfcsra@gmail.com. Many thanks.